Hey! Have you heard of Warhammer? It's a game made for conquest by building armies and fighting factions. It's pretty good. You know what's cooler? A big orc. His name's Grimgor, and he has neat perks for his black orcs, the biggest and meanest orcs they got in the game. I'm here to show you just how awesome Grimgor is by playing him and his perks, which let him fight as much as he can with the best gits on the planet. What am I saying? Let me just show you how these gits fight and how tough they are. Before we begin, if you enjoy what you see, please press like, subscribe, and comment down below to show your support. If you want more, check out my Twitch where I stream my playthroughs from time to time. Thanks! Made from the manned experiments of the Chaos Dwarves, Grimgor begins just outside of the plains with his rebel black orcs ready to conquer. As we make a name for ourselves, we start by clearing the nearby ogre faction within the mountains before heading off to grab the nearby orcs faction. There's one thing you need to know about orcs. When you beat the biggest boss, you become the biggest big boss. And that's what we do. Although the orcs had double the numbers, with a giant to boot, we had Grimgor and his black orc big bosses, special units deemed as heroes who are specialized in supporting the army. You don't have to guess what they're specialized in. We take advantage of our strongest forces, and when the boss comes into view, we jump him and rout the entire army, claiming not just his forces, but his territory as well, expanding our land in a single fight. After gaining all of its property, that gives us enough materials to make our settlements prosper. We can build structures that increase our income in several ways, keep the provinces under control, so rebellions don't break out, and give us access to bigger and better orcs and their pets, if you could even call them pets. We can also research new techniques that increases our capabilities, from enhancing the strength of our forces to unlocking more powerful scrap upgrades for our orcs. This caught the attention of a Chaos Lord named Kolek Suneater, one of the strongest dragon ogres within the game. We make a deal with him so he doesn't mess with us, while he deals with another Chaos Lord, while we cleanse the mountains free from their ogre residents using our new orc forces. Now, to win this game, you first have to finish one of your victories. There's multiple ways to win this game, each getting longer the more you progress. We could achieve the short victory, which we could easily do, or we could go for the long victory. I would like to go for the long victory. As we kill our way through these money-hungry gluttons, we stumble upon a group of men and dwarves. They have Grimgor's axe. Grimgor wants that axe. We rush these people and crush their toys, overwhelming them with the pure energy of the Waagh. These errands are quests aimed at gathering the artifacts used by their legendary lords. Grimgor just got his axe, Kitsnick, one made purely to enhance his abilities to kill. His next and last artifact? The blood-forged armor, which he found within the Chaos army. After finally finding a good fight, we drag that armor straight out with Chaos Lord in command and get back to more fights. After clearing out the ogres, Kolek gets himself killed by Tamarkan the Maggot Lord. Although he's named after a maggot, he's anything but small. Born with the power to possess anything he can crawl into, he decided to get into the body of one of the toughest orc ogres possible. Grimgor won't have a hard time beating him if not for his strong army of ugly, smelly bastards blessed by Nurgle and his mount, a giant toad that turns him from intimidating to deadly. A mount that he hasn't gotten yet. We immediately march into the Chaos Waste to fight him, taking advantage of his vulnerable state right after a fight with the Dragon Ogre. Though it takes a while due to the toxic environment and not just because of Nurgle's leftover odor, we push him back to his fortress before ending him once and for all. We couldn't have done this without the Greenskin's greatest asset in their fight for the biggest Waagh. I just said it, their Waagh. The power to draw orcs from every location to their side. The big bosses draw the Waagh to increase their numbers for the biggest fights. Thanks to these, our enemies get overwhelmed by our sheer numbers as we come with not just our best, but our most eager. The only way to gain Waagh energy though, is to fight. The bigger the fight, the more Waagh energy. And the more Waagh energy, the faster the Waagh commences. When we do finish a Waagh successfully, which normally means we claim the capital of our Waagh target, we gain rewards from more gold and scrap to new units that can aid in our goal for getting the biggest fight. Marching up north and killing a chosen of Nurgle gets the attention of numerous Chaos Lords in the area, including the undefeated Arbol and the ever-chosen himself, Archaon. Despite being the chosen of all of the Chaos Gods, however, It's always canon that Grimgor Ironhide will always beat him, whether it be from one end time to the next. Grimgor will shove his superiority down his throat, kick his balls, and leave him where he stands. That's exactly what we do. We take down every settlement he owns before sending him back to cry in his corner. We then show just why Arbol was undefeated for so long. It's cause he hasn't met Grimgor, and Grimgor loves fighting. As we cleanse the Chaos Wastes free from 3 of their brightest lords, we head back to the mountains. After all those fights, we just earned ourselves some nice scrap. These are currency used to upgrade orcs into bigger, stronger versions of themselves. This allows us to get an edge on other orcs and races in general. Kugath, another Nurgle chosen, decides that while we're gone, our territory is real estate, and begins claiming land that he wasn't his. Supported by Dekala, as Laneshi Lord, he's able to take our fortresses before we get back, getting us in a tight spot before Grimgor gets his hands on them. When we do get to them, another one of our enemies decides to make themselves known. Zatan the Black and his kin, the same Chaos Dwarves who tried to enslave Grimgor and his kin, join the fight with a sizable army to boot. An army that may be far too strong even for us. We hold the line against the dwarves as we put the Chaos Demons down one by one. Although they keep coming back, Grimgor's forces are enough to put them down for now. The same could not be said for Zatan's forces. He meets our forces every time we try to claim land, keeping us back as our fight always leads to a draw. Although our Waaghs barely succeed, it's always because the Chaos Dwarves can take back the Volary, forcing us to take it back every time we start a Waagh. This is where our Waagh is put to the test. By now, we have unlocked top tier units for our Waaghs, with full access to Grimgor's favorite men, the Black Orcs, Giant Spiders, Colossal Mushroom Beasts, more Black Orc Big Bosses, Shamans running on full Waagh energy, and a bundle of rocks made sentient through the sheer power of the Waagh. Despite this, we are still struggling with the power of the Chaos Dwarves and the demons of Nurgle and Slaanesh pestering us within the mountains. With things getting dicey, no matter how hard we try, their artillery always cuts down even the biggest of Waaghs, and as our heroes and lords fight against their best and even coming out on top, the strength of their technology and their resilience as dwarves keep breaking our morale before we can do anything. As we fought, our armies dwindled, but their strength also diminished. I assure you, we would have endured if not for the big finale of Warhammer. The End Times, or the Endgame Crisis. When turn 100 comes, one of many apocalyptic events happens, and this run ends with Nagash, the great necromancer who can rival the gods, and his forces returning to life. Although Nagash won't be coming back, due to his DLC not being out yet, his Tomb Kings do, and when they reach my shores, they will spell the end of my run. I try to spend my forces to protect both frontiers, but that just puts me at a disadvantage on both sides. Even with the power of the Waagh, it didn't take long for them to take down my forces and my land. So, as Zatan endured, we succumbed to Nagash. But that's not the end. Every playthrough always turns out differently. Kolek could win the fight against Tamarkan, the ogres can take control of the mountains, Zatan could be cornered by the Norskins and Cathai, and the End Times could be about another race's apocalyptic event, like the Book of Grudges. Whatever happens, Grimgor will be Grimgor, an unstoppable beast who just wants the greatest fight there ever is. If you enjoy what I do and you're eager to see more, please give this video a like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'll release weekly, so I'll send more videos around the same time, along with similar content, starting with games I've already played. If you want a full playthrough, check out my playlist. For live runs, head on over to my Twitch to catch me play anything I'm currently into. Thanks! Now, peace!